Street Chronicles. I am getting my walks in. As it starts to get warm, I get my pedal to the metal, my foot to the pavement even more than when it is chilly outside. When it's chilly outside, I do a lot of things inside to keep my body moving. But when it gets warmer, I want to be outside. And I incorporate my walks into my daily routines so it gets done. Especially at the age of 48, going to be 49 in November. It is very important to keep your body moving in order to combat all the crazy changes in your life, like perimenopause and just life, you know. So I am doing this for my positive mind, body, and soul. And I have some goals that I set around fitness, and I have to meet those markers because they are short-term and long-term goals. Some people will say you shouldn't set goals. Some people will say set as many as you can. I tell people whatever works for you as a human being works for you as a human being. Not everything is one size fits all. And therefore, what works for me may not work for you. And I feel like that's the problem in this world, that we all think it's one size fits all. Now, there are things that we can all do that could benefit all of us and will work for all of us. But what you need to understand is that not everything is 100% going to work for each and every person the way we think it's supposed to work for each and every person. I have this thing with people who think that I did it that way. This is the way I was told to do it. This is what works for me. And if it works for me, this is what works for everybody. I don't believe in that. I believe that there is a basis of what we need to do. And because we are all different, we all have different walks of life. We've all been through different things, and our walk of life, our paths are different. Whatever we decide to do within that basis of what we're doing, as long as it gets done and gets done properly with the end goal met, and no one is at harm, that's the right way to do it. Somebody could tell me how to sheetrock all they want. I know how my dad taught me. Do I necessarily do it the way my dad told me to do it? No. But he taught me the base. He taught me this is how you do it. And then I learned a little bit from someone else and someone else. And I refined my own way of doing things. But my end goal of getting that wall up and that wall staying up is actually working pretty well. And that's how my life is. There's no cookie cutter way of us living our lives. I have people who say to me all the time, "Oh, you don't have a car? All you gotta do is ask me for money." Or, "You don't have a car? I'll get you a car." Yeah. If I wanted one, I would have got one a long time ago. It may not have been a Mercedes-Benz. It may not have been a BMW. It'll probably be a Honda. But what I've noticed over the last year and some change of me not having a car, one, if I need to get somewhere, I'll get there. Whether it's with someone bringing me or me getting my own lift or ride, or even better, me walking. Now, the repercussions of me getting my own lift is that I'm spending money, but I also would have been spending money on gas, possibly a car note, and insurance. So as a responsible adult, I have budgeted how many lifts I could have a month, how much I'm willing to spend, and therefore I don't spend anywhere near what the general public spends on their car note, their insurance, or their gas. Funny how that works. And the best result, my legs are in the best shape that they've been in years, because we get so used to being shuttled around, and we get so used to driving from point A to point B, although point A to point B is definitely walkable. When I took my job, I took it with the knowledge that I have a walkable distance to walk. If ever need, because of a snowstorm, I could get there safely without issue, without problem. My prior job, I was putting my life at risk during a snowstorm to get there. And God forbid I didn't get there on time during a snowstorm, because it was looked at bad. So therefore, to solve the issue and solve the problem, I used reasoning, and I used the ability to find a job nearby that was suitable for me. Gotta make sure all the boxes check. So again, if you notice, I keep saying me. The way what will work for me will work for me. And when I say me, I mean me and my household. So a big discussion was made between me and my kids. All agreed upon. All said this is cool. Again, everything is not always everything is not always 100% for everybody, although people say it is. Nothing is cookie cutter. Nothing is black and white. It's a lot of different shades in between. But if we learn to work it that works for me and mine, then we'll be okay. And everyone must be reasonable in doing this. So my benefits in life are shaped around what is healthy for me and mine, works for me and mine, and gives us all a benefit. See how that works? Oftentimes we don't think about these things. And now that I am older, I am at that point where my life is not here to satisfy others. It is actually, I'm here to satisfy what I need and what I want, and primarily what God put in my heart to do. And I need to figure out how to work it in order for it to work for me. My life is always my life that God gave me and no one else's. And so we need to learn that although we think we can solve somebody's problem, we can't. As a medical professional in the nursing field, I know I cannot solve anybody's problems, but I can assist. Therapists, nurses, doctors, we guide, we give tools, and then it is the patient's job to do their part to fix their problems. So I need for all medical professionals to understand that you are not the healer, God is. You provide the tools that you've learned that people may not know to solve the problem and the issue. And that's how it is in life. We need to stop going around trying to heal everyone. I tell people I assist in healing. I used to say I was a healer, and now I realize that I assist in healing. The only healer is God. Shalom. Have a great day. Keep walking. Positive mind, body, and soul. Peace.